Welcome in, guys, and I am back to talk about the NBA Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Going into this game, you had that great comeback, as I talked about a couple of days, because what I talked about on the weekend, that great comeback from the Pacers when they were 20 points down, and they had a great comeback to win the first game on the road against the Oklahoma Thunder. Now, again, this was the second home game the Thunder had. Now, when they play tomorrow, which is Tuesday, you'll see it's Tuesday morning, um, they're going to be on the road in Indiana. So, going into this game, the Thunder had to they had to make an impact in this game. Absolutely had to make an impact. They couldn't come out of this game with another defeat, especially that they're going to be on the road. They're going to be on the road. So they started off the first quarter of the game 3-2, a great 3-pointer from the Pacers to 3-2 down. Then there was a great around the rim 3-pointer to make it 7-9, and then you're going later on into the first quarter to make it 7-12, and then out you had he made it 20-19. You had the Pacers were turning over the ball 3 times during this quarter, and then to end the quarter to end the first quarter you had a great 6-point advantage, fantastic 2 3-pointers to make it 20-26, and Chet Holmgren had a great 9-pointer in like 9 minutes. He was really a big threat in this for the Thunder in that first quarter. Then they come out in the second quarter, and then O'Connell was putting up 3 points here to make it 23-30 with a great layup. I thought that was fantastic to get the Pacers again in the lead again. Thunder in the lead. And then you look at that first half, and Halliburton, he was non-existent. Again, he was the saving grace for the Pacers last time in Game 1. Last night's game 2, non-existent. He just wasn't existent in that first half. He was barely putting up 3 points a game, if 3 points in that quarter. So, you kind of had that, where, again, Halliburton wasn't good in the first game so much, but again, he came alive near the end of the second half of the first game. But this fucking first half, he was struggling to put up 3 points. It just kind of shows here. And then they finished the second quarter. The first half finishes 40-59, a 10-point gap, a 12-point gap between the Pacers and the Thunder going into the second half. And then we come back from the second half here, and then sorry about that, guys. You have a great 50. You have Miles Turner, who's on a really good. He came out that second half, and he's putting up like 15 points in the early starts of this first half here to really to have the Thunder break away here, and they're like 46-66 at this point. That was Miles Turner. Like, he was a really good machine in coming into the second half of the game. And then the third quarter ends 64-80. It was 74-92. So again, the Pacers, we could try to get back into the game, but it wasn't enough really. And we had Wiggins, who again was putting up 17 points in about 18 minutes. Like, he was again around the field, causing the guards a lot of problems, and he was putting some good numbers again, trying to get the Pacers back in the game, but ultimately the Pacers tried to come back here when it was 99-77, so 177, and then, like I said, Wiggins had he put up 17 multiple 3-pointers, and also he had 17 points on 18 minutes. It was a fantastic quarter that he had. And then they end the quarter, the game 107 to the Pacers to the 123. And again, this was, you go into this game, and I like the game management of the Thunder here, and they really had to come out, the Thunder had to come out of this game with at least some intent for, especially when they're going to have the 2 road games in Indiana. You know, they had the 2 games where they've lost a game at home, they've won a game at home. Now they're in the Pacers' backyard now, which is going to be tricky. If they can hopefully maybe break away, and actually they could probably win it in probably game 5. If you're really realistic, like they could do it in game 5. Game 5, the Thunder could do it in game 5. That's what I believe personally, but it was crucial that they come away from home they win their last home game, because again, ultimately game 6, or if it has to go to game 7, will probably be in Oklahoma. So again, you're looking at game 3 and game 4. They're going to be 2 crucial games, where especially game 3 and game 5, which is those 3 games between game 3 and game 5 are going to be very crucial of how both teams are going to set up, especially with the Pacers now. It's 1-1 in the series now. So home field advantage, again, it's home field advantage for the Pacers. But you're looking at again, they didn't have many turnovers. I don't think the Pacers this game, but you look at the Thunder, they really wanted to just take the sword to the Pacers, and really just fucking kill them at the jugular and just have it done. Because they want to wrap this up. They didn't want to have it going to game 6. Get it wrapped up at game 5. If you win game 3 and 4, wrap it up at 5. Boom. That's it. You've won the series. But anyway, we'll have to see what happens here. And ultimately, I'm enjoying it so far, because again, it was a lot better than I think last year, which ultimately was the Celtics were dominating. You knew the Celtics were going to win in game 3. But this game here, again, 2 teams that haven't won a championship, especially if you're looking at the Thunder haven't won a championship since '79, when it was the American Basketball League before the merger. And then the Pacers haven't won a championship since '70 when it was the merger as well. So both teams haven't won a championship. But again, I'm really excited, man, for game 3, which is tomorrow, man.